Well, we are kicking off our final round of the evening with the Peoria High School ROV team. You'll see the view from their ROV, getting ready to take the dive into the depths of the cavern chaos. This team, of course, in their title, is from Peoria High School here in the Phoenix area in Arizona. They are using a different kind of ROV kit than we have seen teams use throughout this weekend, and their robot is Saul the submarine. This team has been doing a great job using what they have on hand. Their robot is mainly built out of PVC as a structure. This can help with the buoyancy challenge because PVC holding air is lighter than water, of course. But to offset some of that buoyancy, they have strapped large fender washers to their robot using zip ties to help weight it in the places it needs to go. This allows them flexibility with how they weight their robot. You might have noticed their feed going blue as well. Unfortunately, the team has had some challenges with electrical throughout the process. Of course, electricity and water are a challenge for anybody involved, so it is very exciting to see the team up and competing today. Their first mission that they're trying to tackle, you might see attached to their end effector there, is the communication cable. This cable needs to be delivered through the tunnel to the researchers who are inside that chamber that has the circular door. They also have 20 minutes left for the mission, or 20 minutes rather total for the mission. Doing a great job navigating towards the tunnel entrance despite their communication challenges, trying to possibly measure the volcanic vent temperature. Struggling with an intermittent camera, as you might see here. But nonetheless doing a great job navigating their way through the pool. Looks like they may have lost hold of that communication wire as they're making their way through the pool. Looks like they are taking a bit of a rest here in the pool. Possibly having some struggles with the power. That power has to be able to let the camera run and the motors on board the robot and any additional mechanisms they may have on board. Distributing that can be a challenge for anyone involved, especially when different motors, when they are brought up to speed, can draw the voltage so low for other parts of the robot that they may have issues functioning in the future too.
I can see behind that broken smile. Nice, sweet, smooth.
We see the robot coming back to life here, having some power challenges. One unique design aspect of this robot is that their fuse and power distribution capabilities, running power through that umbilical cord that you see, the tether, with the fuses located at the surface. So should anything go wrong during their mission, they're able to replace those fuses while it is in operation. Looking at the time bonus, it's 3 points per minute remaining of time. The ROV must be fully out of the water before the mission may be officially ended. As we mentioned earlier, there is a time bonus as long as the ROV is out of the water. It appears the team has opted to go for a mission complete, ending the mission early, meaning they will get a slight deduction for the rescue of the robot, but there will be a mission points bonus for finishing early. And that appears to have been our final run of the night. We are going to have one more interview here before we wrap things up for the evening. We'll be back with that here in a few minutes.
All right, thank you. I'm here with Alondra from Peoria after this run. Alondra, thanks for joining us after the run. First question is, what was your team's strategy going into this run?
So our team's strategy was to basically go to the ground first and then look for a similar object. I know we were looking for the Home Depot bucket because we know that's where the entrance was. Then from there, it was to lift up and to go forward. So that was basically our strategy going into it. Look for objects on the ground that are similar and then go up from there.
Got it. It seemed like you had to end your mission, unfortunately, a little bit early. And so there were probably some things that were a little bit unexpected. What were some of those items that you might have encountered that you weren't quite expecting?
So when we got here yesterday, our camera wasn't working as well as our flashlight was flickering. And with the help with the wonderful people here, we were able to get the camera fixed, get the light fixed, as well as when we would use the up and down thruster, it would disconnect the camera a little bit as well. So what we had to do is we had to get a voltage converter, add it to our box, and add the 2 batteries to make it 24 volts. That it gained thrust on the thruster, so it was more powerful, and it gave us like more of an advantage. It was faster. So
it's very interesting you mentioned that. Even the day before the run here this evening, you were able to adjust on the fly. That's part of the design that happens. Would you like to talk a little bit more about how some of the help that some of your teammates here, competitors, but they were actually teammates for you yesterday and even into tonight?
Yeah. So we were a group of 10, but only 3 of us could make it, unfortunately, so I didn't know the wiring. So a lot of the wiring was messed up, so we had to untape it. I had to rewire it, group it together. I want to say David, he helped us with the box. He gave us a control center. He gave us a capacitor. He gave us the voltage converter, like I said. So he helped us solder. He was our competition, but he was lots of help. He would kind of like be like, oh, there's something wrong here. You should maybe look at that, and we probably wouldn't even have looked at it. So it was a very, very good experience on gaining knowledge, valuable knowledge from others.
Indeed, and that's great to see that, Sal, the Silly Submarine, you were still able to have it run this evening. So, yeah. So we were joined again by Alondra. Thanks for joining us this evening, and we'll throw it back to the pool deck to wrap it up.